Hey everybody, Mr. Lindy Gaming here, episode 2 of Lone Wanderer. As I left off, I was mining for junk, because, you always gotta mine. And yeah, I guess to start off, I was talking about Stalin, and how he had made an agreement with, Hitler, actually, to, so Hitler said he would not attack, Russia for, if and that they would be out. And Stalin was like, "Okay, we'll be allies while you invade everywhere else. And don't attack us. We'll be friendly towards each other." What ends up happening is, Hitler breaks that deal and starts invading Russia. And for 7 days, Stalin refuses to understand or accept that Hitler is invading. And so it's not until seventh day of Nazis invading Russia that they've essentially made it to Hitler's front doorstep in Stalingrad. And Stalin realizes, oh crap, they've been invading this whole entire time. My soldiers have been telling me the truth. I thought they were just saying, Nazis were invading because they wanted to. And so that Stalin was batshit crazy. He was insane. He killed lots of people for reasons if he thought they were, they were gonna betray him. Yeah, Lenin. He was not batshit crazy, but he did have some really dumb ideas, and the ways he tried to make them work just end up furthering the slow demise of Soviet Russia. I think the best thing that came out of Soviet Russia was their national anthem. I don't know why, but I love the USSR national anthem. It's just an amazing song, and I wish I could sing it, but I don't know what's all up with it, because it might be copyrighted by like Russia. I don't feel like being sued by a country, because countries win, and countries start wars sometimes. So I don't want to be the whole entire reason that a country started a war between U.S. and Russia. Just because I was like, I'm gonna sing the the USSR national anthem. Wouldn't that be funny? Well, not funny, I guess. Start a war. I think the idea that war starts because some kid on YouTube said, "I'm gonna sing the USSR national anthem." Russia takes that as like an insult or something. U.S. is making fun of them. There's a lot of coal down here. I have no clue why. And so what's another government that I should go over? I could go over more communism stuff like China. China followed, as I said in my last video, Marxism and Leninism, which is kind of a mix of what Marx would do and what Lenin would do, and their, and how they'd rule a communist government, or actually how a communist government should run, and how, because Marx, kind of explained how a communist government should run, or how communism really works, and then Lenin added on how it should be run, even though in theory it really shouldn't be run. It should be self-governed, because people should know right from wrong and should be able to not need a government to control them and tell them what to do. But for some reason we do need that, or else we just kind of go insane. If we didn't have a government, it would be it's kind of anarchy. We were too stupid to realize that we're all the same person, not person, but like the same thing. We're human, and that killing others for no reason is wrong. Then there's the whole entire thing of psychological problems do happen. So no matter what, you kind of have somebody that doesn't understand that murder is wrong, and so on and so forth. I'm just going to start mining this way now, because I don't feel like dealing with gravel. But yeah, it brings up lots of little things here and there that, why, it's just why communism won't work. And in China, so General Mao, the dictator of China for a decent time, I even have his little red book, Quotations from General Mao, or from Chairman Mao. And it talks about quotations he would say on how government should run. There are some things in there that actually make sense, and there's a lot of things that are just like, wait, what? Why? What are you saying here? Why? How? Where does this come into play? Is that bedrock? I think that. How? What? Am I just like stupid or something? I'm really stupid. I haven't been looking at the right thingy. I was looking at the Z. Yeah, I need to be looking at the Y. I need to go back up to like 10. That's where you find most diamonds. So, right here. Okay. I pulled a stupid, everybody. Sorry about that. Hey, look at that. Gold and redstone. And more redstone, so I'm just gonna moth on my screen. Go back up. So yeah, but what he ended up doing was he industrialized China, which might explain why it's so polluted, to say the least. You know, and they have a really bad pollution problem in China. If you haven't noticed, you know, all the air pollution in China. Don't get mad at me. Don't. China, you have some good times, man. You have some good times, but pollution is not one of them. What ended up happening was, you know, people say that he was this horrible person. What he ended up doing was industrializing China and actually increasing their population quite a good amount. And, you know, some people in China actually say, you know, he's an amazing guy for doing stuff like that. He made China, like, amazing because he industrialized it and such, which I guess I can agree in that way. But then, so he brought up, like, the population from, like, I think, like, 1 million to, like, nearly, like, 6 million. I'm not sure. But he ended up killing, like, 2 million in the process, which... not the best thing to have on a resume or anything, but still, it is pretty cool that he managed to grew a population and industrialized it completely. And fun fact, so China doesn't consider Taiwan a country. So there's this whole entire thing going on with, I think, a Marvel character that's actually supposed to be from, like, Taiwan or Tibet, one or the other. He's supposed to be Taiwan, or, you know, from Taiwan or Tibet, but they're making it a white person play the character instead of the Tibetan or someone from Taiwan, because a lot of Hollywood movies that are sold make big money in China, you know, because that's where they get a lot of money from. I'm stupid. And so what ends up happening is they don't kind of recognize China as a country, or I mean Taiwan or Tibet as a country, or else they wouldn't be able to sell as well in those countries. And that's what they need, is to be able to sell really well in those countries, or else they lose a ton of profit, and yeah. So they have to be real picky about that and be like, okay, we're gonna make, you know, them from, you know, America instead, so that we don't lose interest or anything in China. And that's a whole entire thing about China, is they're picky. China has lots of problems. Lots of problems. I don't understand why they have so many problems sometimes. But yeah. And what ends up happening is we have exclude a whole entire race, or, well, not race, but I guess a group of people, because, you know, China disagrees with that group, and we need money and such, and cheap labor. Yeah, but General Mao helped a lot and did some damage too in the same place. There's just one really good movie. I forgot what the name of it was, but it shows the effects of how the industrialization of China affected kind of the populace. You know, and its negative effects and its positive effects on the populace. You know, how it helped everybody kind of grow in a way so that to make the country itself a better place, and how it also kind of it caused a lot of problems, and how a lot of people died from, you know, the communist change in China, whether it be from like starvation or just pure accidents. Because I remember there's this whole entire part in it where people weren't really sleeping. They weren't allowed to really sleep. They had to work constantly. And what's up happening is, like, the little kid, so, you know, they had children working. You know, child labor laws did not exist really, and you know, they had the kid working 24/7 really. And what ends up happening one day is, whenever, you know, he goes to school, he falls asleep behind a wall, and one of, like, the generals or officers or something, you know, he has a car and he's not very good at driving it, ends up hitting the wall, and the kid that's asleep, you know, he's asleep behind the wall. He's the main character's, like, son. Ends up dying because of that. The wall falls on top of him. And it's really sad. And then there's, like, the daughter who goes mute after that. But she has a child, and then she dies from, like, the sickness, because... wait, no. She dies during childbirth, because One of General Mao's things was get rid of the old blood, essentially get rid of anyone that was old. And so they had only like nurses at the hospital. And so childbirth went like completely and horribly wrong, and she ends up dying from it. And it was kind of like, oh, that's screwed up. They bury her right next to the sun, and it's like, oh. I remember watching that. I think it was Asian Studies in my junior year. It was just an interesting movie. I used to say it was really sad. I would enjoy watching it again because it's sad in the way of like it gets to you, yes, but it's something that you would want to see again just because it's an experience that it's good to have in life. And I wouldn't mind having that experience again, watching it and seeing that what ends up happening during these messed up times, these hard times, and different types of government systems. I guess after that I can go to North Korea. North Korea in general is just kind of a shithole on Earth. That's at least say, because they'll never see my video, hopefully, because they don't really have internet or anything there. China is still a communist government theoretically, but it's not like it used to be. It's not a complete totalitarianism communist government. It's more evolved to be nearing a socialist government, really. The socialist governments, that's another thing I need to go over. Socialism. It's actually not that bad. It's pretty good. Our government's actually pretty close to a socialist government, because a socialist government, so a communist government has complete and utter control over everything, in theory, and what we see as communist government right now. A socialist government has less control, but it doesn't have checks and balances like ours does. So one person could theoretically just send a country into complete and utter shit if they really want to, but they tend not to, which is the thing. So it's a bit better. It's more evenly distributed power in ways, the government doesn't have as much power as it would in what we see as communist government. I'm sorry if this bores you, and those small kids are thinking, I get to see this awesome Minecrafting video. Instead, I'm just kind of on the grind, mining and talking about communism the whole entire time. Because, in honesty, I agree with pure communism. Where it should be self-governed. I think that we should be able to self-govern ourselves, and that would be very helpful. But I understand how it wouldn't work, and so I'm open to all ideas of government. And I think it helps me understand certain things better than others would, because I tend to look at governments, all of them, and see their flaws and how they would help. And just there's so much to go over with governments. I think I should make the whole I don't know, should I make the whole entire beginning of my series just about different governments? It's the whole entire topics that I go over, just government. And tell me if I'm right or not, if it's level 10 that you have to dig at, or if it's level 12. 'Cause I remember someone telling me it was they had changed it to be level 10 instead of level 12 is where you'll find diamonds. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess I can trust you. You seem trustworthy. I'm just gonna do this, and then so I don't mine any farther than that. I'll start pushing torches at the ends of all these, so I don't have mobs spawning in down here. I really don't want that. I have my volume really low, so I can't actually hear if a mob spawns in or not. I'm scared that one might just spawn in eventually, and I'll be like, ah, creeper blown up. I need to set my spawn point too. That's one thing I need to do at some point is go sleep in my bed. So I have a spawn point. I'll just die and spawn 600 blocks away. That would be pretty shitty day for me. Spawn's really far away. Don't want to do that. I do not know the keep inventory commands either. If anyone wants to comment down commands turn off mob griefing and stuff, because I'm too lazy to look up on the internet. I'd rather just have people tell me it and be like, hey, there we go. I got to be lazy. I feel famous now because someone told me things I didn't know. I'd have to look it up myself. It will make me feel special. I would thank you for that. Make me feel special. You're a good person if you do that for people. But yeah, I don't know what to say for this one. I don't know if you can hear like knocking outside my room. My family's kind of loud, and I don't have any type of legitimate recording equipment. I'm just kind of recording off my laptop with its own mic. I'm doing like 20 to 30 minute videos just because I can. But yeah, if you watch this, I thank you for watching it. 'Cause it's like, yay, I have someone watching my video. It makes me like, kind of happy that. Cause for me, what I really want to do is just inform people and bring smiles to people's faces. That's all I really want to do. I want to be a channel that people find they can just enjoy watching, or they feel that they learned something that they wouldn't have learned without me. I tend to be that guy that I like kind of just telling people either it'd be stupid or, extremely like unusual or rare. I like telling people things they don't know. It's always fun. Or kind of like, showing people some certain facts they would have never known. Like, cause I'm trying to teach you guys about communism because it's always looked down upon. It's like, well, the type of communism you see isn't actually what communism is supposed to be. That's a diluted version that's just been kind of like brought on by the centuries of these people that are just power hungry and wanted to take over everything. They just wanted to rule countries, essentially. That's all they wanted to be. And let's see, what other communist country? Cuba was communist, but then they turned socialist, and I explained socialism. Fidel Castro was still pretty screwed up. He did some messed up crap to people. I do not agree. Holy crap, diamonds. Yippee, second episode, I have diamonds. This is a nice... Oh, yes. And iron and gold. This is a nice little vein right here or something. Just diamonds, gold, iron, 3 diamonds. Let's see if I can find any more. There might be... There's iron everywhere. That's nice. Lots of iron. Seems that maybe I just found like all the diamonds I'm going to find probably for a while now. It means that there's probably, because they tend to be like 50 blocks apart or so. I'm probably gonna end the video in a second. After I get all this iron. And yeah. I don't know what other government. I'm probably gonna go over monarchy next. Queens, kings, all that fun stuff. Yeah. Nope, that's my butt. Hello everybody, Mr. Slendy Gaming here, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You never expect to see Slenderman in the ground, right? But please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think I should do. I have a couple other games I could play, like TF2 or Gary's Mod. I don't know about how my laptop will be able to record it, because the recording software seems to only really work for this very well. Good night, goodbye, have fun. Yeah, just getting Slenderman in the ground. Bye-bye.